Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I start, subscribe to my YouTube channel and press that bell icon. So let's start. There are 5 stages in the investing or 5 tiers. It seems like an interesting topic, and I have been trading for 2 years, and I think I found some interesting insights on this topic. But basically, today I'm gonna say, why do traders fail? How do they fail? It's a broad classification I made in the 5 tiers. That there's people a lot of things, but I think it's less of a people point to one thing or another, but actually it's basically being a profitable trader starts from beginning to end, and each of the rungs take up more and more time and expertise, but eventually you come to an area of unconscious trading where you do all the right things. You don't have to think too hard about it for the most part, and you are consistently profitable and all that good stuff. And yeah, so I think each one of these layers, the similar pyramid I built here, is sort of acts as a filter. Each of these tiles act as a blocker between you and becoming constantly profitable. So I think it's an interesting topic to look at and know what's the problem you have been doing while trading or investing. So I wanna hear some comment below. You may disclose something about relating to this topic, but it is fascinating. But yeah, we are gonna start from the bottom. Yeah, and the first reason why people fail at trading is just due to the straight up lack of knowledge, right? If you don't have knowledge in certain area, and that's okay. But I think the bottom line of trading as a business, and for example, if you wouldn't start anything, you won't start anything without any knowledge of it. In trading or any term, you should know the basic fundamental understanding of what the market is is must and compulsory, and what an asset is, and what you are trading back and forth, and why, what, and how does it move, all that good stuff. I mean, when I say I started trading, I didn't know about the markets. I knew nothing. I remember, and thankfully, this is probably the easiest layer to get past. You just need literally to spend next few days just going super saiyan model, like reading every single point of information, like finance and investopedia, and the information is out there. It's all for free, and you just need to go to that places and read up as much as possible and grasp the absolute basics. I think it will solve the majority of the knowledge problems. It's the one of the things. If you're starting business like this, and you should have confidence at least on the most basic when it comes to that kind of business or trading. And so I think you will see a lot of traders fail in this area, where they don't know what they're doing, what are they doing. Obviously everyone trades because they want to make money, and it's a good place to make money. That if you get really good at it, or you are natural smart, will do well. I think that's true to some degree, but but if you don't have knowledge, and if you're getting the trades from the TikTok or Telegram, which they pump and dump the market, you won't be able to make the progress. So yeah, that's the end of the first tier. Yeah, after you get the knowledge or grasp the knowledge in first year, next time is that you should next year is that you should invest some time in it and know the market, and you have to understand the market, that you are interested in a little bit. It's okay, and maybe the supply and the demand of those assets a little bit more about fundamentals. You must give time to it and start to widen the outlook of the fundamentals, uh, just by finding your bearings. And so you just open the quarter page for something. You are not what you're looking right. Give time. If you treat it like your hobby, it will pay you like your hobby, and hobbies don't pay you, they cost you. So I think spending time every day, maybe not every day, but spending the time to start to learn about trading strategies, start to get in sync with the market, starting to build up a catalog of trade ideas on failures that you had in an attempt to learn and grow over time. That's really the second barrier that a lot of people never get to. So they all, the people who washed out on tier 1, it's kind of one of those things when they realize they don't know what they're doing, and so they have learned, and then they realized how far it's going to take to there, and just don't commit their time. And or they are likewise the part-time traders, or and being a part-time traders, it's really hard. I think there's some people, I think if you can do it, I'm not really one of them. I think you have to go full time on it, or at very least you have to spend a concerned amount of time and effort upfront to build up your knowledge base. And I think that's really important, and that prevents a lot of people from progressing here. So this is the second area where you must invest a good time into it and know the fundamentals and basics. So yeah, after tier 1 and tier 3, after you put time and take knowledge, now it's about sizing. This is people will actually start to open and brokerage accounts. They start to trade, obviously. Some people want to trade more than they can afford to lose in single trade. Typically they lose everything. But if you are a tier 3, that means that you have started to understand what trade strategy is, what risk reward is, maybe some bits and bobs of probability, and how to do systematic asset selection with which trades you will find trade setups, what a trade setups is, and where these people start to fail. So they stop doing probability math, so they will size their trades too large, and eventually they will go on a run of losers, as every trader in the history of trading ever has, and it will wipe them out. And this is what happens to traders a lot of times. It will completely take them out. They will blow up the account, they will go to zero, and they will never really get back in the market, because the account has been blow up. They have to try again, a year from that, let's say, and during that year they are not involved in the market, so they have to relearn everything and refresh on everything on what you have before, and it can be a real pain in the ass. It's such a huge stumbling block is sizing, and that is the third tier, and it is the most important one, where you can go instantly rich, or you can go to zero. I think a lot of traders stumble on sizing, and I think that if people were less aggressive with what they wanted to make, they would actually make a lot more, just in general, because the risk, I think the average risk that the average retailer trader takes, once they have some time and some knowledge, and they are really treating it like a job, the average risk that one of those traders takes isn't a good risk. If it's not a profitable trader, they are not taking a good risk. So until you start to really improve on sizing, you may be profitable, or you may go to zero. It depends upon you. You must better the sizing with time and knowledge, and you must cope in tier 3. And one more thing, the sizing is more of a psychological thing. You really got to tone down your sizing, because it really easy to end your career, and then have to get a city job and then restart. I had a couple of friends that year that happened to, and it's no fun. And I think sizing is big because people want to win big. And some show 1,000% gain and you only 20 to 30% gain, which is fantastic. We must not feel low on yourself. That is awesome. If you earn even 20 to 30%. And so I think it's just really for people to get caught in the sizing all that and all, and they just make bad size and decisions. So generally it's just trade small. If you haven't proven that you are profitable, there is no reason to trade big. And that's where it comes to craft versus money. So if you're trading for money, this is where if you're trading for money, a lot of people screw it up. But if you're training for the craft of it to try and get better at trading, this is where you can get over that hurdle and start because the old age goes right. If you're not making money with small amount, why on earth did you making money on bigger size? So yeah, that's time, knowledge, and sizing. Those are the three tiers. So yeah, after these three strategies, the tier 4 is the most interesting one because it starts before people get profitable. And I think lots of people till now in trading view or YouTube or in share market who haven't been profitable till now, they have spend enough time to get the knowledge in given the asset they're trading about to whichever the assets may be. If you make strategy and it makes 100% sense to your brain, you should not blow yourself up in the sizing. But you just can't make the money right there. You're so close but you can't make the money. And this is actually where a lot of people give up, or where this is actually a lot of people start switching between strategies, where people don't stick to something and they will just try everything because they can't just make one work, and they will try another strategy, and there will be a strategy changing in each and every trade, and you can make money. And it's unfortunate because you are right there and it's okay to jump to different strategies. I don't mean the combination of different technical indicators. I mean the different strategies for buying and selling and selecting your trade is and risk to reward ratio, which is a little bit different. But fit is the key, and that saying that I was telling people is basically, and that is what got me over the line for not being a profitable trade. Strategy may make 100% sense to you, but it doesn't mean that you can execute the strategy, and that is just based on whatever your psychological makeup is. At this point, people lack discipline and being consistent in the trades they make. I think what is super important is that you find a strategy that makes sense to you, but feel confident in executing. That's a big difference. That's the whole thing. That's in the tier 3. It's all about being fit and execute the trade in profitable manner. But the year of 2020 and over the next year and a half, when I joined to trading due to the lockdown, and it reached all-time high of traders in trading. Many were just speculating the market. If it's just that you have really have high win rate, it's really easy to build up confidence and consistency. So you can look at your users and with objectivity and say, oh, this is what I did wrong, side of variance, and having no clue what went wrong, right? And that's another thing. I think that comes to fit. I think 90% of traders should be trading high win strategies, and they being on that only way to earn. And at the end of the day, if you're trading something and or you are trying to trade something and it's not working, don't blame on yourself due to lack of discipline. It just means that the strategy isn't right for you. If you have put in time and knowledge and you are committed and you aren't blowing up and you have the size and down, and for the some reasons you are just making the wrong split. Look, split second trade decisions, something going wrong with your analysis and it's not quite working out right, well your timing is off or whatever it is, those kind of things that are going wrong, that your unconscious brain is fucking you up to change strategy. It's not your discipline, it's the fact that you are not emotionally compatible with that strategy. And if you find where you actually build confidence and you can build even further depth of understanding in the markets, it's going to take you from a trader that's failing to a profitable trader. And I think it's just simple as the fact that you won't have to trade something that you can trade with 100% execution. Like you just need to be to trade something a 100% execution of the time. No matter what's going on the market, if you could find a strategy that's even marginally as marginal edge doing that, doesn't matter, then it is something I learned. Some take good entry and exit in the trades, and that doesn't have the knowledge up to date, but makes good profit. If you copy them, you may lose money. Here, it's all about fit, and if you finally come to strategy where there's good fit and there is good sizing and there's good time and there's good knowledge, and you have put all the work in it, only a matter of time before you become profitable. Whatever the psychological mind is that you need, as soon as you find that when you are going to crush it. So that's my input on why traders fail. And first of all, one thing is that you must enter as much less trades as possible. It will be profitable only. So I would like to hear some feedback and comments below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel